Spiritual Manthan.
I've been thinking a lot about life lately, about how it's this big, beautiful, sometimes overwhelmingly complex puzzle. Ever feel like you're holding pieces that just don't seem to fit anywhere? Yeah, me too. We're all in this together, navigating through the highs and lows, the clear skies and the storms. And it's in those stormy moments, amidst the chaos and confusion, that we often find ourselves asking, will this ever make sense? Well, stick around, because we're about to dive deep into that question, exploring the beauty that lies beyond the pain and the profound truth that, yes, one day it will all make sense. The nature of pain. Pain, in its essence, is a universal human experience. It's as much a part of life as breathing, eating, or sleeping. But unlike those other aspects, pain has a way of stopping us in our tracks, demanding our attention, and, in many ways, reshaping our perspective on life. It's like walking through a dense fog where every step feels uncertain, and the world around us seems obscured and distant. Imagine for a moment that life is a tapestry, vibrant with colors, patterns, and textures. Now, think of pain as the threads that run counter to the expected design, creating contrast and depth. Without these threads, the tapestry would lack dimension, appearing flat and uninteresting. Similarly, pain introduces a depth to our lives that, while challenging, also enriches our experiences, making the bright moments shine even brighter by contrast. But pain is more than just a contrast, it's a catalyst for growth. Think about the last time you faced a challenging situation. In the moment, it might have felt insurmountable, like a mountain looming before you, cold and unyielding. Yet, when you look back on that experience, you can see how it shaped you, carved new paths through your inner landscape, and taught you lessons about resilience, courage, and the strength you carry within. This growth, however, isn't immediate. It's a process, often slow and fraught with uncertainty. Like a seed buried in the cold, dark earth, we too must endure the pressures and trials of our environment. The seed doesn't sprout overnight. It takes time, water, and sunlight. Similarly, our understanding and appreciation of pain's role in our lives develop over time, nurtured by experiences, reflection, and crucially, the support of those around us. Moreover, pain has a unique way of stripping away the superficial layers of our lives, revealing what truly matters. In the face of pain, the importance of material possessions, status, or even our meticulously curated social media personas fades into the background. What comes to the forefront are the connections we share with others, the love, the raw, unfiltered moments of human interaction. Pain reminds us of our vulnerability, yes, but also of our shared humanity, our capacity for empathy, and our inherent need for connection. And let's not forget the resilience that pain breeds. Each of us carries a well of strength within, often untapped until we're faced with adversity. Pain challenges us to reach into that well, to draw upon resources we didn't know we had, and to emerge on the other side not just intact, but transformed. This resilience is a testament to the human spirit's indomitable nature, its ability to endure, adapt, and ultimately thrive. Remember, the nature of pain is not just about suffering. It's about the transformation that comes through facing and embracing our struggles. It's a reminder that, even in our darkest moments, there's potential for growth, for change, and for a deeper connection to the beauty of life. So, let's take this journey together, step by step, with open hearts and minds, ready to discover the beauty that lies beyond the pain. The loneliness of pain. In the quiet moments of solitude, when the world seems to spin without us, pain can feel like a solitary journey. It's as if we're navigating through a vast, uncharted wilderness with nothing but our own echoes for company. This loneliness, this sense of being fundamentally disconnected from the bustling life around us, can be one of the most challenging aspects of pain. But within this loneliness lies a profound opportunity for self-discovery and connection. Imagine for a moment you're standing at the edge of a great chasm. On the other side, life continues unabated, people laughing, going about their days, seemingly untouched by the shadows that cling to you. The chasm between you feels insurmountable, a physical manifestation of the emotional gulf that pain has created. It's in these moments, however, that we're offered a unique perspective on what it means to be human, to struggle, and to persevere. This solitude, while daunting, serves as a crucible for transformation. Stripped of distractions, we're compelled to look inward, to confront our fears, our hopes, and the myriad facets of our inner selves that we often neglect. Pain, with all its sharp edges, cuts through the superficial layers of our existence, revealing the core of who we are. It's a raw, unfiltered truth that can be both terrifying and liberating. But here's the beautiful paradox. Even in our deepest isolation, we're not truly alone. Our experiences, unique as they are, echo the struggles and triumphs of countless others who have walked this path before us. By acknowledging our pain, by giving voice to our struggles, we bridge the gap between our solitary islands and the world beyond. We find solace in shared stories, comfort in common ground, and strength in the knowledge that we are part of a larger, interconnected tapestry of human experience. Moreover, the loneliness of pain can deepen our capacity for empathy. Having traveled through the dark valleys of our own despair, we emerge with a heightened sensitivity to the suffering of others. This empathy is a gift, a silver lining to the clouds of our pain. It allows us to connect, to offer support, and to receive it, forging bonds that transcend the superficial connections of everyday life. And let's not underestimate the resilience that solitude fosters. In the silence of our struggles, we learn to listen to the quiet voice of our inner strength, a voice that whispers encouragements, that reminds us of our worth, and that guides us towards the light, however faint it may appear. This resilience is our shield and our compass, guiding us through the wilderness of pain towards a place of healing and understanding. So, while pain may isolate us, it also offers a unique opportunity for growth, for connection, and for the discovery of a deeper, more meaningful existence. The journey through pain is undoubtedly challenging, marked by moments of doubt, fear, and profound loneliness. But it's also a journey of transformation, where the very experiences that seem to isolate us also serve to connect us more deeply with ourselves and with others. Growth through pain. Think of pain as the soil from which the most resilient flowers bloom. In the beginning, it seems impossible that anything beautiful could emerge from such hardship. Yet, with time, the very struggles that seem to bury us deep in the ground become the nourishment for our growth. This process, much like the changing of seasons, reminds us of the natural cycle of renewal and regeneration that is inherent to life itself. The growth that comes from pain is multifaceted. It teaches us about our own limits and strengths, pushing us to boundaries we never knew we had, and then beyond. It's in these moments, when we feel most tested, that we discover the true extent of our resilience. We learn that resilience isn't about avoiding pain, but facing it head-on, acknowledging it, and moving through it with grace and determination. This journey also cultivates in us a profound sense of empathy and compassion. Having navigated the stormy seas of our own struggles, we become lighthouses for others, guiding them through their own tempests with understanding and kindness. Our pain, once a source of isolation, becomes a bridge, connecting us to others in ways we never anticipated. It's through our shared vulnerabilities that we find strength, not in isolation, but in the collective power of human empathy and solidarity. Moreover, growth through pain brings with it a deeper appreciation for life's fleeting moments of joy and beauty. Having experienced the depths of despair, the simplest pleasures, a warm cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, the comforting silence between old friends take on new significance. We learn to live more fully in the present, savoring each moment, knowing all too well the preciousness of now. Yet perhaps the most profound aspect of growth through pain is the wisdom it imparts. This wisdom isn't loud or boastful. It's the quiet understanding that comes from having walked through the fire and emerged, not unscathed, but transformed. It's the realization that our scars are not signs of weakness, but badges of survival, each one telling a story of a battle fought and won. And let's not forget the courage that grows from pain, the courage to be vulnerable, to share our stories, and to open our hearts again, even when we fear they might be broken. This courage doesn't roar, it whispers, gently nudging us to take the next step, to open the next door, and to start the next chapter of our lives, armed with the knowledge that we are stronger than we ever imagined. The wisdom in waiting. The journey of life is punctuated by periods of waiting, those interludes, where time seems to stretch indefinitely and progress feels all but invisible. Yet, it is within these quiet pauses, these seemingly stagnant phases, that a subtle yet profound form of growth takes place. Waiting, especially when it follows the tumult of pain, becomes a sanctuary for reflection, a space where the wisdom of patience is both learned and earned. Consider the waiting period as the calm after a storm. The chaos has passed, and in its wake, a silence settles over the landscape of our lives. This silence, though initially unsettling, invites us into a deeper communion with ourselves. It's in these moments of forced pause that we're given the opportunity to sift through the debris left by our trials, to take stock of how far we've come, and to gather our strength for the journey ahead. Waiting teaches us the virtue of patience in a world that constantly clamors for instant gratification. In the quiet of waiting, we learn that some things, the most important things, cannot be rushed. Healing, growth, and understanding all follow their own timelines, unfurling in their own unique patterns, much like the way a flower blooms slowly, deliberately, and beautifully. This realization, while simple, shifts our perspective, teaching us to value the process as much as the outcome. Moreover, the wisdom in waiting lies in the realization that time itself is a healer. As we wait, the sharp edges of our pain gradually soften, the intensity of our emotions dims, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, we begin to find our footing again. Waiting becomes a period of rebuilding, not just of our external lives, but of our inner selves. We reconstruct our identities, piece by piece, reinforced by the lessons learned through our struggles. The wisdom gained from these periods of waiting also enhances our capacity for empathy and compassion. Having endured the slow passage of time ourselves, we become more attuned to the struggles of others, recognizing the courage it takes to simply hold on, to wait for the dawn after the longest night. This shared experience of waiting, of enduring, binds us together, reminding us of our shared humanity and the collective journey we're all on. Waiting also cultivates a sense of gratitude for the present moment. In the stillness of waiting, we become acutely aware of the transient nature of life, prompting us to appreciate the simple joys, the everyday miracles, and the beauty that surrounds us, often unnoticed in our rush to get to the next thing. This gratitude for the present is a gift, a light that shines through the fog of uncertainty, guiding us towards a more mindful and fulfilling existence. And let's not overlook the resilience that's forged in the crucible of waiting. This resilience is not born out of passivity, but out of a deliberate choice to remain hopeful, to trust in the unfolding of our lives, even when the path ahead is obscured. It's a testament to our strength, a reminder that we are capable of weathering the storms, enduring the waits, and emerging stronger, wiser, and more grounded. The clarity of hindsight. As we traverse the winding paths of our lives, marked by the inevitable ebbs and flows of joy and sorrow, there comes a moment of pivotal shift when we glance over our shoulders at the terrain we've covered and find, to our astonishment, that the pieces of the puzzle begin to align. This moment, often unexpected and profound, is the clarity of hindsight. It's in this reflective gaze backward that the chaos and confusion of our past struggles are transformed into a coherent narrative, revealing the intricate patterns and lessons woven through our experiences. Hindsight offers us a unique lens, one that filters our past, not through the haze of immediate pain or disappointment, but with a clear-eyed recognition of growth and resilience. It's akin to reaching the summit of a mountain after a grueling ascent. From this vantage point, the valleys and forests below, once menacing and insurmountable, now unfold in stunning clarity and purpose. Each step, each misstep, and each recovery along the way contributes to a journey that, in retrospect, seems almost destined. This clarity doesn't negate the pain or the challenges we faced. Rather, it gives them context. It allows us to see that the heartaches, the losses, and the setbacks were not merely obstacles, but stepping stones, each playing a crucial role in shaping us. The jobs we didn't get, the relationships that ended, the dreams that had to be let go through the lens of hindsight. These are not seen as failures, but as redirections, guiding us towards paths better suited for the journeys we are meant to embark on. Moreover, the clarity of hindsight fosters a profound sense of gratitude, not only for the blessings that have come our way, but for the struggles that have tested us. It teaches us to appreciate the beauty in resilience, the strength in vulnerability, and the grace in recovery. We begin to understand that our most challenging moments often lead to our greatest growth, that in the soil of adversity blooms the flowers of wisdom, empathy, and courage. Hindsight also heals. It allows us to forgive ourselves for the mistakes we've made, to let go of the guilt and the what-ifs that may have haunted our steps. With the benefit of hindsight, we can look upon our past selves with compassion and understanding, recognizing that each decision, each action was taken with the knowledge and the strength we had at the time. But perhaps the most magical aspect of hindsight is the way it reconnects us with our dreams and aspirations, some of which may have been lost or set aside amid life's tumult. With a clearer understanding of our past, we're better equipped to navigate our future, to dream with the wisdom of experience and the courage of those who have weathered storms. We're reminded that our lives are works in progress, beautiful and unfinished symphonies that evolve with each note we play. Embracing the journey. Embracing the journey means acknowledging that life is not a linear path leading from one success to another, but a complex web of experiences that together weave the unique tapestry of our existence. It's about understanding that the moments of joy and sorrow, the victories and defeats, are all integral to our growth. This perspective encourages us to live in the present, to appreciate the now without being overly fixated on the destination. After all, the beauty of life lies not just in reaching the peak, but in savoring the climb, with all its challenges and surprises. This embrace of the journey fosters a resilience that is both quiet and powerful. It is a resilience that does not shy away from the storms, but faces them head-on, knowing that each drop of rain, each gust of wind, carries with it the potential for transformation. It is the kind of resilience that allows us to bend but not break, to fall but always rise again, stronger and more determined. Moreover, embracing the journey opens our hearts to the myriad possibilities that life offers. It encourages us to explore new paths, to take risks, and to step out of our comfort zones. With each step into the unknown, we discover not just the world around us, but also the depths of our own courage, creativity, and capacity for love. We learn that every end is a new beginning, every goodbye a door to a new hello, and every loss a step towards finding something new. Embracing the journey also means finding beauty in the imperfection, in the messy, unscripted moments that make life so unpredictably wonderful. It's about celebrating the small victories, finding joy in the simple pleasures, and laughing at the absurdities. It's a reminder that perfection is not the goal. Living fully, authentically, and with passion is. And let's not forget the power of connection that comes from embracing our journey. As we open ourselves to the experiences life offers, we also open ourselves to others, sharing our stories, our hopes, and our dreams. These connections, forged in the fires of shared experiences, become the support networks that sustain us, the shared laughter that uplifts us, and the collective wisdom that guides us. The promise of spring. In the cyclical nature of life, where seasons change with the unwavering certainty of time itself, there lies a powerful metaphor for our own existence. The promise of spring, with its inherent message of renewal, growth, and rebirth, serves as a beacon of hope, especially after enduring the long, cold nights of winter. This metaphorical springtime in our lives symbolizes the periods of emergence and blossoming that follow the trials and tribulations we face, reminding us that no matter how harsh the winter, spring always follows. The promise of spring teaches us about the resilience of the human spirit and the natural rhythm of life, where after every period of loss and decay comes regeneration and new life. Just as the bare branches of winter begin to bud, signaling the arrival of new beginnings, so too do we find within ourselves the strength to start anew, to push through the soil of our challenges and reach towards the sunlight. This season of renewal doesn't just signify a return to the joy and lightness that might have felt absent during our darker days. It represents a transformation. The person who emerges in the springtime of our lives is not the same person who entered the winter. This new self is wiser, more resilient, and more attuned to the beauty and fragility of life. The scars of the past seasons become marks of strength, not of defeat, illustrating our capacity to endure, to heal, and to grow. Moreover, the promise of spring invites us to look at the world with fresh eyes, to see the beauty in the rebirth that surrounds us, and to draw parallels with our own journey. It encourages us to plant new seeds, dreams, goals, and aspirations with the faith that, in time, they will grow and flourish. It reminds us that life is a series of cycles, of endings and beginnings, and that growth often requires us to let go of the old to make room for the new. Embracing the promise of spring means embracing change, not as a force to be feared, but as a natural, essential part of our growth. It's about understanding that just as the seasons flow seamlessly from one to the next, so too does our journey through life. Each season has its purpose, its beauty, and its lessons, and it's by moving through them with grace and acceptance that we find our true path. The promise of spring, therefore, is not just a hope for warmer days and blooming flowers. It's a reminder of our own potential for renewal and growth. It's a call to trust in the process, to believe in our capacity to rise again, and to open our hearts to the possibilities that lie ahead. In closing, I want to remind you that this journey, with all its ups and downs, is shaping you into the incredible person you're meant to be. The pain, the confusion, and the challenges you're facing now will one day make sense. They're not just random events, they're the stepping stones to a greater purpose, chapters in the beautiful story of your life. So, hold on to hope, trust in the rhythms of life, and believe that one day it will all make sense. And when that day comes, the clarity and understanding you've gained will light up your path, guiding you to a future filled with happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for being here with me today. If this message resonated with you, feel free to share it with someone who might need to hear it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so drop them in the comments below. Here's to a beautiful day ahead and to a journey filled with endless possibilities.